Today I'm reading out of my World Peace book from a chapter called The Garden Pot, a poem by no one. It's war. 1, 2, 3, 4. I write the poetic score. The mythos of America's the English breath of war. The metaphor of your floral core, you objectively wanting more. The historic floor is bare where the garden might allegorically prepare. The common revolutionary plant is seeded with care. The culture is policed, not rare. Ancient precedent in the DNA like hair. Upon this ledge of horizon is the edge of revolution. The symbolic circle of earth is the muse, men. The perspective of what is truest in the dirt's command. A metaphorical story of seasonal rotation. The common garden pot is man. The dirt is the ethos of our name. The pottery the lineage of our frame. The plant is the ideology of our worldly claim. Weed flower is the weird status of power. The earth's daughter, a gay stoned martyr. The gold standard, a bud's hard barter. The original hipster farmer. I ask of you, America, what is the measure of your metaphor? Is it the plant of peace as lore, a national flower of thorns, no more? A deeper appreciation for settling the cultural score, or not? A poetic, romantic, and psychedelic yore. Necking it. The poetic form, galore, a poem inside a poem, I'm first short. The poem above is deeper a word than the casual blog rhyme here that does occur. For sure, a new style of internet while and poetry mild is a time to reconcile. The attempt at history has a failure, you see, for the leaves of weed still exist in a future read. That book asked to be smoked with the mead of a papery deed. The metaphysics, I'm sure, would be pure, the quality unassured. Such a task is assured and not forever unheard. Let me paint a picture, at first absurd, at end democratically assured. I poeticize here with the lure of a billion in metric cured, a change in 7 parts for which you will forever be sure. For romance, I'd light the beer and draw here what a dream from their lives is forever clear. The glass poetry of your heartbeat here, in a document written for the years in history's mirrors, captures the light of psychedelic gears in sentence elixirs. The heart and shoulders. Yeesh, one howl, a part of move, take 2. I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed by existence. Blinking, computer, naked, drawing themselves through the twilight reaps of dawn, looking for enlightenment's fix. Arrow-headed hipsters, glittering for the ancient heavenly connection of our starry dynamo and the machinery of lights, whose poverty and tatters of hollow eyes were sat up and high in the mythologically normal apartments across woody Pax Americana, smoking on the rooftops of cities, meditating spaz, who bared pink brains under a spell to placebo for that Muhammad or angels would join the dance of height, illuminated, who could not pass university with planetary eyes, hallucinating Illinois, and bled light tragedy for within the scholars of mystery and love, who were self-expelled from the academy but not crazy, for publishing obscene metaphysics and honesty upon the windows of the dorm, who does not cower when unshaven by some truths, burning their science in wastebaskets while listening to the objectivity through the wall. And I've got a few more. I don't know how much time am I?
Oh, you're doing fine.
You're only at 4 minutes.
Yeah, go for it.
Another poem inside the jar of blog chapter. Further still do we explore from the car of stylistic capture. The parlors of titled paragraphs is a map sure. How doth a poet stand, Lord? The human form I concur. The blueprint of prose here, and in highly meaningful lectures or rants is often already in the matrices of poetry. The rhyming element shown on the back burner stylistically enhances the rhetoric of Hill's Fork here. The naked freedomness of common dialectic is the form, the power of natural monking. Tact for standard and form does let me lecture easier in style. Centering America upon the weed in the world's pot is key to the allegory of our nation in a garden plot. The allegory is one I create for history to better enjoy the Zen symbolisms in plant life. The allegory of the garden pot is an update to the metaphor of America. The tossed salad falls short just as the melting pot did for the potential of imagination. The immense variety of allegory in the veritable of words shows us with several poetic lenses the definition of the world's nation in poetic form. The physical form of culture in the buildings of a city, the goods and services, the biology of flowers, the bacteria of ideas, the ideology of our potted and wild jungle across the internet and in our pockets is a system of humanity. The noun of physical and metaphysical art is the humanity of culture. Thus, the pot is relevant again in the trans value of the system of culture itself. The psychoactive, biodiverse, domesticated culture traded like money in the common weed as diverse but universal around the world is right, the American choice for the fable of civics. The history of marijuana is evident for thousands of years, but uncrowned is the laurel of such a leaf by the humble statesmanship. In the belly of America. So there's 5 parts. The first one, the head, which doesn't have a title, and then necking it, and then the heart and shoulders. And this is in the belly of America. And then we have the firearms and blue jeans, and then beating the dirt.
Well,
Page and a half. 4?
no. 3 minutes.
Okay. Deeper digested in the freedom of speech is the core of our reach. The myriad value of what chemicals teach. The weedy freedom of peach. Raven-eyed dawned a song with no end has come and is gone. America is forever headstrong. The belly labyrinth and mausoleum of archaeological humanity unrhymed. The gong of the kind is often drama of the business casual mind. Epiphanies in pocket dimes, the secrets of English time. The critique of poetic fat, answers from a schoolboy scratch of the pencil or graffiti latch, the belly button stat, pedestrian autocrat. What classic standard is the gut of often transatlantic culture? Is it psychologically told sure? Is it quality zenith pure? A poem you write true, a task you do bluer. The firearms and blue jeans. I write here pro-solution in part 6, legalization of utopian breakfasts. At the high noon and witching hour experiments. Joe ought to be told the legacy of soft power old, the liquor of theater shows, the ancient hemp rose. That the smelly plant is better than a rose. The romance movement of civilizations, poets demand a higher form and structural stand. The joint of marijuana in hand, for love's not contraband. The growth of the nation to accept new station, from racism to LGBT rights and patience is wasting. A wrong example is stronger for the future of my daughter, but without change of mind, all is lost in the kind. The horror of bigotry is defined and is ugly by design. I offer here the opportunity to accept responsibility to make love free and true, to make honest the deep blue, the beatniks with clue. For the sake of goodness between two, legalize what grew, make the allegory true. Feet in the dirt, and this is the last one. I got 1 paragraph left. A marathon to utopia is a pair of shoes away in any direction, so long as you know true where you are going to. The journey defines in parts per 7 billion a cure for the mind and governance of red, white, and blue, opportunistically designed freedom in time. The footprints of our step and rhyme is the beat of our mind. The tongue of